Hey guys, my name is Ciniac and welcome back to another episode of FoolTopia here in City Skylines. Last episode we kind of built the huge infrastructure for a brand new metropolis area that we're going to be building in the region, and it's going to be huge. We added in the highway and we kind of elevated it so we can kind of create that really good downtowny vibes where we have all these tall kind of skyscraper buildings and the highways run through and you can go under underpasses through the It's going to be amazing. And guys, if you enjoyed this and want to see more FoolTopia, then please make sure you smash that like button down below, and if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe. Now, what we're going to be doing today is I want to connect up this little section here to this highway. So we've got to do a nice cool little intersection. It's going to be like, you know, spirally and windy and all that kind of good stuff. It's going to be beautiful. And the good thing is, because they're 4-lane highways, I can use 2-laners to kind of filter them through. Once we got that sorted out, we'll then sort out the elevation of this. And then we're going to kind of start our very basic grid format with 4-lane roads on the ground. And I have to create a couple of turn-offs on this highway so people can access these downtowny areas. It's going to be amazing! So we originally got this one as the bypass to the downtown metropolis area, which is pretty sweet. So really, you should only really see people using this one if they're coming down here. I'm hoping that they don't all of a sudden decide that this is the longer way and this is a short route. Please no. Please no. And yeah, we're still ignoring this for a moment. So let's take a look at this then. I think what I'll do first is I'm going to delete this back a bit. And I'm going to create a very similar intersection like I've done in Oil Town, in the Oil Town series that we've been playing. And that is, we kind of have this turn off, bend round to go down. And then this one comes up, bends over it and connects that way. So these two roads will never overpass each other. As I choke on air. And then we have a turn off here that connects to there, and then we have a turn off here that goes up to there. That's what I'm going to try and do anyway, but I've only ever built them when the road going to this is parallel at a 90-degree angle. I've never done it at this kind of angle, which is might be a little bit challenging, but I suppose that will be all part of the fun. So let me create, let me put Anarchy on first, there we go. Let me create my roads. Right, then probably not going to be the right way round, which is fine, I think. What am I doing? Hold on, what am I doing? They're not center. So let's try that one again, boys. So this would go straight to here. And if I run one, oh, it's not even center. Seniac, what are you doing, boy? Sort it out, mate. Sort it out. Right, so that's there. So that's there. Let's go there and run that up and there to there. So we've got now to do a beautiful bend that's going to go up and round and down. So we're going to try our little 90 degrees. So we'll work on this one first. If I do a 6 by 6 and then we do another 6 by 6, right, bring it down. Now, don't worry about the elevations just yet, because we can sort that out momentarily. But if I put that back down by 10, how mental does that then become if I did a 6 by 6? Right, ignore the fact that it's all the wrong way round. But think of it, they come down here, turn off, go round, and then down. And then this one kind of bends around it that way, and then connects up that way there. So the turn-offs before and the turn-ons after, so the traffic won't crash, if that makes sense. We'll see how that goes. So I need to get to that point there. So is that a 10 by... What's that? 10? No, not 10 by 10. A 9. 9 by 9. Yeah, and then do another 9 by 9. Then bring that up by a 10. And if I go 9. Oh, it doesn't want to bend that way. Right, if I just do that for now, and then we'll probably have to use the move. Do you know what? Actually, that could rock and roll pretty sweet. Yeah. Right, okay, so let me just sort out the lanes. So I might have to still fine tune it here, there and everywhere. But let's just sort out now that they should be hovering. Slightly-ish. So we want them to, grab this here. Elevate from that point. So if I grab you there. Right, it's all selected. And if I then change it where it goes, starts from there, ends to there. And then we just kind of have to... Ooh, Sonny, boy, what you doing? What you doing, son? That got fancy real quick, didn't it? Right, boom, to there. Did I miss that point? Was there a point there that I missed? Right, hold on. I think I did the roads individually, like each side. I feel like that kind of makes more sense. Right, from there to there. There we go. Right, let's try this one then. Because you're working with two roads, it can complicate things. So there to there. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know whether it's because it still like it's part of the ground. But let me now upgrade these so they are actually floating. How's it there? So actually here they are touching the ground. So we'll do it to there then. Yeah. Right, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if this is too sharp or not enough or whatnot. Right, if I brought it down to here, do you reckon that's good enough? I mean, there's only one way to find out, and that's to actually let it happen. I'm not a fan of this. Can I slightly bring this up? What seems to be going on here? That's actually higher, isn't it, on the terraforming? Yeah, I think I should actually just smoothen it out. That's probably a better option. Right, we'll roll with that then. So that pretty much sorts out a connection on that side of the highway for both roads. None of them cross over, which is pretty sweet. So you can turn off here and go down, and if you're turning on, you're not turning on before the turn off, if that makes sense. It's before and after, like how it would work in real life. So no one's tripping over each other's feet. I don't know whether I should. Actually, let me try it. Nah, actually, you know what? We'll keep it like that. Should be fine, hopefully. And then these ones, then. So what we do then, and this one gets a little bit tricky, but because of the angle right now, it's going pretty well. At some point, it's going to mess up, and I'm waiting for that moment where it does mess up. What I think I'll do, I think I'm going to delete this further back a bit more, so we can have a longer run up to it. There we go. That's to there. And the reason I want a longer run up to it, because I need a parallel running road. There. And there. Because we can have a turn off, come off here. And it's got to bend to go down to there. And then that's got to bend up and go. That'll be the easiest one. It's just the angle of this is going to be shocking. Then I can merge these into a 4-lane, which goes into there, and vice versa. Ooh, this is exciting, boys. I'm like doing these like kind of larger scale versions. So let's, I mean, should I have a really long run up to it? Let me find out. So if I had, right, this actually, whoa, boy, what happened there? Why are you so high? All right, let's start that one again. All right, let's bring that down. You know, actually, let me do this backwards. I think that would be a better idea. So if I went down by another 10, and if I went 11, oh, yeah, okay, maybe not go by another 10 because that really shortens the angle. Yeah, that, do you know what, that could work. So if I come off here, And let me just kind of elevate this so I can create a better turn in. I don't know actually how high these are, but I'll go 15. I don't think it's that high. How do we feel about this? Is that not sharp enough, you reckon? Or would you reckon that will be fine? I don't think it's sharp enough to turn. So if I go down by 6, just a little bit more, not the full 10 I was doing before. Go to there. Do you know what? We'll go with that. It should work. So let me just fine tune it before I flip the roads. Alright, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. And then it gets a little bit funky here, doesn't it? But we can sort that out. Right, let me just go back up to here. So I feel like it's the elevation change. It slightly does. That's because of the ground. So if I do there to there, then it's a more natural incline. And then select all of this. There we go, there we go. And what we're saying, we have it go to that point, or do you reckon that could be too far? Right, let's just try it up to there first. So if I'm there to there. Do you know what? That actually works without doing anything extra. Sweet. So let me flip this around then. That becomes a really good long runoff. Obviously, it is two highways merging together, so we got to do something beautiful and huge. But that's dope. I like it. I like this a lot. So then this, I think I'll bring up to here. And then we've got to try and do something. And this is, do you know, actually this is going to be the tricky one. Because the road, I just realized the highway bends, or this road here bends to the left. So I can't get a straight run like I did here. So this is going to be kind of fun. And by fun, this is going to be kind of annoying. Well, actually, no, it might not be. Right, hold on. If I went to here. Oh, don't tell me I've just done it straight away like that. Don't even tell me I've just done that. Right, there. Haven't caused any issues there, no. Just let me sort out now the elevations. Do. Right, we'll try here first. How's that? Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Now the real fun happens here. So, I could technically start it early, but I feel like I like the lines running where we can see where people are going. Now, the 4-laners, if I picked, or how would I do this? So if I brought this all the way down to there, and we'll go by 30, boom, boom, and then we'll use some magic of the 2-laners to merge them in. So it's, ooh. Now I'm realizing that's slightly way off than these, but hey ho. So there and there. We'll have to use the move it tool to connect it all. That's really straight and close. That's kind of annoying. I think what we'll do, and we won't tell anybody, is we'll slightly move this over. Don't tell anybody, guys. Don't tell anybody my secrets. Right, bend that over. Bend that over. Let's bring that in a little bit. Bend that out. So that merges into 2, which is pretty nice. And that's got the same with these. Just going to barrow that out a little bit more. Right, it's not perfect on this connection, but it's as good as. So let me just add the lane managements right now so they don't cross over. So there to there, there to there, and then we're all good. Same with this, there to there, to there, there and there. Now I will have to do it on these as, oh, hello, goodbye. These, because it will be a pain. So if I do that, that can go straight, that can go straight, that goes straight, and we can probably make them just kind of turn over to that one just to kind of eliminate any traffic backing up. For the turn offs here, it's either that lane and that can merge over. I just keep it simple, nothing too major, nothing too crazy or fancy. And I don't know how... It's one of the things, I'm just going to do this, and then we'll see how the traffic, how bad the traffic then gets, or happens. I can't even English. We'll see how bad the traffic then becomes, and then if it's an issue, we'll then modify what we've just done. But I'll just do, like, you know, the basics, the essentials, and then we'll keep it as that. There we go. So I wonder if we'll see anybody turn off because I've just changed the lane management things, and if they go, oh, let's turn there instead, boy. Right, let's, oh, I don't want all the trees. I'm going to push this quite far back on this elevation. So from there to there. And there we go. Nice. All that just for that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, I wonder if we'll see anybody use it. I doubt it, because technically this here should be the quicker route. But that is one beauty of a connection there. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Right then, so let's look at this then. So we'll sort out the grid layout to begin with, and get an idea of how we're working with it. And I'm thinking I will eventually do terraforming and get it all nice and smooth. I would like a is it a 6-lane road? Yeah. Being the edge of the whole of this. And then we can do grids going under. So we just got to kind of work out our basic layout. So if I use this as a straight line there, and then that decides the rest of the layout of the grid everywhere else. So I know it's a bit of a mental one right now. It's 24 back. If I go 25, there we go. And then just pretty much run this straight. So it's not, as you can see, perfectly straight. But I could do it straight to there. Right, there we go. We do it there. So that will be our solid line that we get to work with. It's going to be glorious. Right, okay. So if that's our solid line we're working with, we want to set up our grid format then. So let's say we come up here, and I'm going to do a very basic style. So that was 90. If I went by another 90 there, because we're going to have 4-lane roads cutting through as well. And then 90 would be there, but we're going different places now, aren't we? So bring that up. I think 90 is a bit too much, don't you think? So rather than 90, why don't we do 80? So 8 is there. It's an 80 by 90 now, which, do you know what? Let's do 80s by 80s. That makes sense. So let me just double check that's 80. Apparently that's 79. Right, we'll redo it.
We'll redo it slightly. Okay, so I can't exactly remember where we was, but let's do it from there. 80. I've chosen a different road style now as well. Damn it, boy. 80. 80. 80. Which we'll go down to 40 there because we can't quite go underneath it. But that's okay. Now, the reason I've done it 80 is because it kind of brings that over a little bit more. It's not too close to that edge. So we do have the highway passing through where they could go on, but they also have this road which passes through as well. So here is when we then change the grid in a different angle format. Now, what would happen here then, seeing as we are now technically on the ground? So I could have elevated all of this a little bit more to get that one more underpass. Oh, should we try it? I don't know how it's going to work out, and this is going to be a big ask. But if I went just up to here, and let's just say that I made it the same height as that all the way up. Obviously, it doesn't work for everybody. And then we pick here to there, and then we angle that there to there, so we get that form of elevation. Right. Again, this could in theory work, but oh, I've used the wrong road. So, what are you doing, boy? What are you doing? Right. Get rid of all of that. And where does the elevation start? There we go. So that all takes place and happens there. Which is actually not bad. That could work as well. But it means we get to keep our grid format. Nice. Nice. It's not too shabby. I like it. It kind of elevates back up and then you're back into the highway. So straight away you're dominant, mate. Right. So another 80 would be here. And then another 80 would be there. Okay. So if we went off the basis of that, because then this road here will then follow the edges of this going around and then probably connect back up down to there. So we can get an oval kind of shape. Now we got where the grid kind of road lies. It's like as if like we built the city and then there was so much congestion and then we built the highway after we built the city. So, you know, we kind of fit in the highway where there was gaps or who would sell their homes for us to build it. But it means then, like, I can take like this area, for example, and create an interchange or like a little on and off ramps to connect to the road and stuff like that. But we got to do it quite smart because we don't want to cause too much traffic. That is our main thing. And then this road, so 80 would happen here. But we have to kind of forget it at that point. But if I bring it all the way over, just to give us an idea of where that road will stretch. So I don't know how the grid's going to work out on that side. But that is slowly coming together. I like it. Now, how far would that road go? See, that would connect up to whatever we had up here. Fine, you know. And the more roads I have connecting, the better I have it all set up underneath the highway, the less people need to use the highway. So I'm reducing the congestion and stuff like that. But I need to think about where I'm going to have the on and off ramp. So definitely I think we're going to have one here. And I think we should have one over here. So I don't think I'll put that road straight through, but we've got to figure out how we're going to work around it. Now I could go for the general, you know, on and off ramp, easy peasy. Or I could go for something a little bit more elaborate. So you know how like we've done this? I could do a very smaller version. Like here. And it would go straight down to that road. That means the on and off ramp for that has a little bit more of an extension, and it's kind of in the center. And if we had one over here that came off to a road here, so that covers this area, and that there covers this area, that could work as well. Now, this might be a little bit more difficult than the other one, and this one alone, I don't think I want to have the 2 laners. We'll go for a single lane, because that'll be a little bit too much. And I'll put it on this side. That section there, put it on this side. Yeah. Or do I have it on this side and have a smaller connection there? Oh, do you know what? We're gonna go. Yeah, we'll put it on this one, because what I'm thinking of is there'll be less traffic running on these roads because they're in the center. So you might have a big build-up of traffic of people trying to get on. Should we see how it goes first? Because it actually might not work. So that's the one thing you're gonna find out. Well, let me just figure this out then. So it's an 80 by 80. We know that. So the 40 mark is just there. That's the center. Okay, that's what we know of. The center is there. So if I gotta do this right as well. I've already forgotten which. You know, it actually doesn't matter. Oh, I'm spinning. Hello. Right, if I bring that to there. If I bring that to there. So I'm doing quite a wide little gap in the middle before we filter them in. Because at some point these need to be a 2-lane as we merge 2 roads in. Right, okay, I've got it in my head. So it's up on the right, down on the left. So if I just flip this road around quickly right now. I know oh, didn't even flip it. I know exactly how we work him. Okay, so what we do here then, we bring it out a tad bit more. There we go. So I got a bit of space left to play with. And I've done them the wrong way. 6 by 6. 6 by 6. 6. Right, it wouldn't really be like that, will it? 5 by 5? Is that too close? I mean, I'm going for a completely different style now. If that went up a bit more, then that would have worked. So, let's go up a bit more. Now we try it. Because we need that oblong shape, don't we? 6 by 6. 6 by 6. Or does it go? Did it go straight a bit more? No. And then going up by another 6. There we go. So again, looks really weird, but you're gonna remember I've got to elevate all of it. So let's do that real quick. Alright, don't pick that road. Elevate that from there to there. Are you okay? Road, are you okay? Right, if I get the same elevation as this. Oh wait, no, I've got the wrong thing selected, haven't I? Have I? What? Oh, I didn't have that selected. That's what it was. Right there to there. Oh, well, it's all wrong anyway. It's all freaking wrong anyway, boys. Right, if I go instead there to there. How far back can I go? Right there. Because I didn't have that selected. Can I keep going? How far? There we go. Right, didn't have that selected. So now let's try it. No, it's still doing it. Boy. Boy. Right, if I angle that instead, it's a shorter distance. I think because of this is so close. Is that a bit better? Is that a bit more natural? I don't think it's going to work. I've done it in such a tight area, tight squeeze of an area. Yeah, I'm asking too much for that, aren't I? There to there. Yeah, I'm asking way too much for this corner. Whew. Right, I think what I'll do, right, because we need that little bit more of a run up. So I'll come up by 8 here. I'll do a 6 by 6 to there. Oh, that's too far. Do a 5. A 6 by 6. And it will make that connection longer. Right, where's the... Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. See, that looks a little bit better. But we'll see how this kind of rock and rolls as well. So to there. Now, please, Jesus, be the Lord. There we go. Now we got something cooking. Now we got something cooking, boys. So we elevate. Oh, hang on. I'm not on the right buttons. You. Ish. I'll put you normal. And then this road can bend round and then connects up to there. That is actually quite far away from there, and then the more I look at it, and I don't think I want it that far. So I know it's not exactly centre. But let's go back down to Earth. Let's do it over here. And let's pick the spot there instead. So before it was a 9 by 9 we're working with, wasn't it? 9 by 9. And it went straight with a 9 by 9, which we went for that one. And then we went by 5. And then with some magic, we did an awful connection. Right, I don't think I'll go for the full 5 there. What we'll do here instead, we'll do it like, nah, it's not got the curvature I want there. The smaller version I'm trying to do right now is a lot more difficult than the other version I did. Do you find that hilarious? Right, I think because when I was doing it before, I was doing it backwards, wasn't I? Right, so if I come off there. If I went from there, what's that? That's a 6 by 6. I think this is my trouble, my issue that I'm trying to get past. So we do that connection there, and then we just kind of level it all off. That's my issue that I'm having. Is I'm not sorting out that, because I didn't do it there either. I didn't sort out the thing before it to kind of hook it all up. But that's okay. We're getting there. Right, and let's see if we can angle that to that. Or do we go a little bit further on this one? That to that. Should we lift this up slightly? Yeah, it looks a little bit better. This has become a huge pain right now. to there. Let me just flip this around anyway. So that goes in the right direction. Get rid of this one. Okay, that's now all in the wrong direction. It's glorious. It's definitely glorious. So if I move that up to about there, see, that looks very similar at that point, doesn't it? It does. Right. Oh, what I've just realised is what I've done. On this road. There we go. Sweet. So then we'll do this side. And then we have a connection, guys. Can we smoothen this off? Ooh, what happened here? Let's bring that down. There we go! Sweet, mate. Okay, right. Let's just get this side sorted. And then we Gucci. So we want another road to come off there and to come down there. With this, we have a road I do by... Actually, let me do it like this. Up to that point, 5 by 5. 5 by 5. And if we run that up to... Okay, let's go 16. 16, so it bows out a little bit more. There we go. So then that could be pushed in. Could be pushed in. Right. Flip this around. And then we get the 4-laner, which I'll pick a lovely little spot. Alright, we have to favour one over the other. Let's go on that side. Too far over. Oh no, I can get it centre. There we go. Oh no, okay, maybe not. Right, I favour that side because we are slightly over to the left a little bit. And then all we got to do, if I then delete. Oh, delete. So bring that to there. Bring that to there. Is then get my 2-laner first. There we go. If I do it back, then I'm going to have to flip it round. So bend that out. Move that over slightly. There we go. The stuff you got to do to create these type of connections. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, push that out. Push that in. Okay. Push that out. Push that in. Right. I don't think not bad, but did I sort these angles out? I can't remember if I did or not. Right there, then there. Right, okay. They're not amazing, are they? They're not amazing, these ones now. I've lost my mojo slightly doing these. There we go. So it's a bit funky on this side, but it's trying to reduce the traffic is what I'm trying to do. So let's finalize this then. So, of course... Oh no, wrong one. There we go. There to there. There to there. There to there. There to there. Right, we'll allow him to cross in the middle. There we go, there we go. And I'll leave the on and off ramps until we kind of have traffic up there, but that creates a very, I mean, it's the same as that, but a different type and style. I think I preferred it with 2 lanes, but we'll just see how things rock and roll with that as time goes on. But we have our first connection. I feel like at some point I might redo this, the more I look at it, because it could be so much better improved. But what that basically does is it creates the connection here, that connection point. So if you think of a semicircle going around that, serves that. If I pull it here, right, and then, because I want a connection here, I think I'll do the connection here, coming down to here. So that kind of serves a semicircle around here. Because if I put that to there, and then this one connected there, everyone around here might even just drive up to go into this one. So if I pull it slightly out of the way, it means the traffic has to use the big laners to get up to there and get out. And if they need to get from, like, say here to, like, there, rather than going down on the highway, bam, bam, you know, I mean, I know it won't work because they'll just drive up and do that, but, like, they might, you know, take this road instead and slow the highway traffic down. You never know. You just don't know until it actually does happen. But with that all connected in, guys, I think next episode we are pretty much ready to start having some growth. It's going to be interesting. So next episode then we'll zone all the roads. We'll kind of create some districts. We'll kind of set up where we want offices, residential, where we want commercial, and we're going to go crazy. We're going to build skyscrapers, boys. It's going to be beautiful. I don't know how much I've neglected the city. I'm seeing death everywhere. So we need to look at that back at the original parts at some point. Oh, this is looking really nice now. Look at those skyscrapers, boys. Damn, son. It's beautiful. But yeah, you can see where this is going to be going. We'll trim all the edges as well. This little, because where the road stops there, this will be a nice little harbour area, little kind of commercial tourist area. Someone suggested putting like a bridge over here, which I think is a really cool idea as well. But these are our big main roads. I sort out the difference between the roads here. But that's where we want the heavy traffic to flow through, the big avenues. And then we'll build everything else in between. So, it'll be pretty cool, guys. Until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, good.